Okay, good morning, everybody. How are you? It's so nice to be here this morning, and I'm particularly interested in what I'm about to say this morning myself because it's very, very important and it gives me this sense of imminence. Like, yeah, it's about time that we discuss this. So, we are talking about what is money and how does it work. What is money? What is money? Did you do economics in school? You did economics in school. So, I've always been a student and also a master of money. And Peter, you're welcome. Nice to see you. Hope you're good. Okay, you're welcome. Peter Bless. Peter Bless. Okay, so I have several times in my life did a lot of study about money. I'm always, always thinking about money, studying about money, experimenting about money, learning about money, speaking about money, making money, spending money, giving money. Some considerable part of my life revolve around money, as a medium to express who I am. So yes, I know what you will see online if you go and research about money. I know what you will see online if you go to Wikipedia to read about money. And as my habit is, I always try to make sure I tell you something that you necessarily will not see anywhere. That is the part of the essence of inspiration, if you know what I mean. So, I know what exactly you may have been fed outside, and I really just, want to be able to teach you one or two things that you may not have found outside. So, what is money? What is money? Now, I'm sure that if you did economics in school, they told you that money was an exchange of goods and service. What is an exchange of value based on goods and services rendered? Okay, that's correct. That is very, very correct. So, at some point, it will mean that money was something valuable, something everybody wanted. If you run through the brief history of money, you realize that it started with trade by barter. So you bring rice and then you collect beans. And they started having issues. What if I didn't want rice? What if I didn't want rice? What if all of us wanted beans? So who is going to now collect rice to get beans? That kind of a thing. So several problems. How do you share it? Because if it was a large cattle for rice. So what happens? Are you going to kill the cattle today and take one leg for one bowl of rice? So what happens to the rest of the cattle? So, invariably, point is at some point in time, you realize that you have to make sure that money is easily divided. Divisibility was a very big issue. And you can always research how many other issues trade by barter has before eventually they settle down for material. So they went to gold, silver, some expensive stones and things like that to exchange for money. Okay, so that also has its own challenge because it now meant that people were at security risk because basically people can relay you if they know you have gold. It's heavy to carry, several things, You can't just carry one bar of gold and just be running around the whole place because you are thinking that I might just want to buy chicken on the way, that kind of a thing. So of course, that also has its own problem. And then on and on to the point where you are right now, where what you spend right now that you call money is your currency backed by the government. So it's a piece of paper that the government signs on and says, all of you people, this is what people should be using as exchange for value. So value is stored in this paper. So the value of something called 1,000 is stored in this paper called Naira. The value of 50 is stored in this paper called 50 naira. The value of 5 naira is stored in this paper called 5 naira, and then the government signs on it via this Central Bank of Nigeria, for example, and then you now hold that paper, and then you say, okay, I don't even have any cash on me. Oh, okay. So this is 100 naira note. Yeah, so this is 100 naira note, and then so you say this has Godwin Ifeanyi governor sign this one, and then the director of currency operations also signed this. Of course. So you say this is money, and then if I give somebody this thing, I'm expecting the person to give me a value worth 100 naira back, as at the current times. Fiat also has its own problem. I'm sure you have realized that, but it's okay. But that's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about what you have perceived about money. I'm here to talk about money in the deep sense of it. What is money? What is money? Now, the first thing first, money is value. Money is value. Money is something that everybody probably wants. Money is value. Put that down. Money is value. Money is value. Money is also expression. Money is also expression. And I'll explain to you what I mean. But before I explain to you what I mean, I'm going to tell you a very quick story so that you understand that the reason for which everybody goes after money is because you want to be able to cast a particular value on people or on things. This is what I mean. The reason you need money, the reason why you want money is because you want to be able to project certain value. So if you do not have that value, you are not going to be able to project that value. I'm going deep. I want to break this down to everybody because I need you guys to really understand this mystery called money. Once you understand this, it's going to be very, very interesting. Okay, so there's a car called Mercedes-Benz C400 2016 model. The car is very, very fine. Right? Good. Now, that car, if you drive it, it confers on you a particular size of value. That car confers on you a particular size of affluence. It confers on you. Ordinarily, you owning that car or you being in that car confers value on you. Please keep in mind, see Mercedes-Benz C400 2016 model. Keep it in mind because I'm coming back to that point. Good. Now, however, if you were to walk up to Mercedes-Benz company, maybe USA for example, where you would like the etc. media, you're welcome. That's Ablad, you're welcome. So if you were to walk to United States of America Mercedes-Benz company, for example, and you want them to give you that car, like you want them to say, Peter, take this car. You know that they are going to ask you for the value of that Benz in advance. So that's when you say, so you want this Benz, so we have to make an exchange. That is why there's a word called transaction. Transaction. So an action towards that point, and then an action back to this point. That's what you call transaction. Okay, so that's what you call transaction. So it means that the most possible viable thing that you can give Mercedes-Benz USA company is money. Because it is that thing that all of us, majority of people, have agreed on that this is what will carry and house and store our value. So Mercedes-Benz says bring the value so that you can get that value. Now, so the reason all along, I've said two things. I've said money is value and I've said money is expression. Now, all along, what it means is that everything that you are keeping in your pocket, in your bank account, in your house, in your soakeways, if I'm Nigeria, you understand that? Everything you've been keeping as money, they are useless until you are able to transact with it to get something that you want. So it means that you now have to bring in maybe $96,000 to buy that C400 2016 brand new. So you bring $96,000. I'm not sure if that's the cost, but it's really around that range. And then you bring it out and then they give you. And then you drive $96,000 away. And then so every time you come out of $96,000 vehicle, people can feel your value. People can feel your value. People can feel that this is who you are, or this is your size. This is how much you may be worth. Okay? Now, so it means that if you are to hold money, it's sort of useless until you're able to use it to transact. Very good. Which means that people store money because they believe that in some future time, in some specific future time, they will need to bring forth this money to use to transact for another value that they think they need in their life at that particular time. So, money is value, money is expression. Because ordinarily, if money was not an expression, it means that everybody could as well just gather gold or naira and then just tie it on their head, or maybe just put rope, and then just tie it all around your body like witchcraft, like Inwi. All those bush baby, the way you see them movies, yeah. So it means that everyone could just charge the money, and then the richest person should be the person who money covers so much that he can't even walk. I mean, just imagine if I were to pour 1 billion naira on you, and if you were to tie 1 billion naira around you, and then walk around with 1 billion naira all pasted all over you, just imagine what you would look like. So you need to understand that money is an expression. Very good. So I've said two things. Please follow me. Always, please follow me. Good. Money is also a feeling. Money is an emotion. Money is a feeling. Money is what? A feeling. Don't forget what I told you. I'm trying to tell you the things that you will not see online, the things that you will not see anywhere else. That's my job. My job is to teach you deep things about life and about money. So, money is value, money is expression, money is feeling. And I will explain it to you. So, I'm wearing an Adidas t-shirt. I'm wearing an Adidas t-shirt. And to be honest, this material, Adidas does not have the monopoly of this material. No, they do not have it. So it means that Ablad could have also made this shirt. And Peter could have also made this shirt. So any one of you, anybody could have made this shirt. However, if I wore the one that Ablad made or the one that Peter made, I am not going to be able to feel the way I feel when I wear the one made by Adidas or the one I believe was made by Adidas. Is there a lesson here, Dr. Ayo? Yes. there's lesson here. You see, money is a complex thing, but it is not complex enough to be difficult to understand. It's complex, but it is still very, very possible for you to understand it. If you're with me, if you know you're still with me, oh, Miriam, you're welcome. You're welcome. Just seeing you now. You're welcome, Miriam. Okay. So if you're with me so far, please just wave at me. Just wave at me or something like that, so I can know that you're here. So money is a complex thing, but it's also something I can understand. And you see, the moment you understand money the way I'm trying to teach you this money, it will make very, very big changes in your life. It will make very big changes in your life. Very, very big changes in your life. Very big changes in your life. So I've said how many things now? I've said that money is value, money is expression, money is a feeling. So I'm explaining how money is a feeling to you. So now, if Ablat and Peter and Miriam, if they say, Dr. Ayo, take this shirt that we made. This shirt is worth 5,000 naira. And then they put another Adidas beside. So I have 4 options. I have Adidas, I have Peter's wear, I have Miriam's wear, I have etc.'s wear. And then they asked me, Dr. Ayo, to pick for 5,000 rand, all of them for 5,000 rand, the same material, just different brands. So one has Peter on it, one has Miriam on it, one has Ablat on it, and then one has this Adidas logo on it. Which one do you think I would pick for 5,000 naira? They are the same material, both are going to last the same way. It's the same that's going to happen to them. So it's not like maybe one is bad or inferior. You and I know that I will pick Adidas. Why? Why will I pick Adidas? Because behind this Adidas logo is a whole lot of feeling, a whole lot of effort, a whole lot of history, a whole lot of relevance, a whole lot of attachment. So when I pay 5,000 naira, I am not buying this material. I am buying the value, the expression, and the feeling behind this logo. Behind this logo. That is what I am buying. If they gave you 2 phones made by Samsung, if one carries the Samsung logo and the other one has nothing written on it that is Samsung, but they were all made in Samsung. In fact, when they were doing it, you were there. You saw them made the 2 phones. You saw them made the phones right in front of you. You know that these 2 phones were made by Samsung. It is just that this one has Samsung brand logo and everything on it, and then this one they didn't even write anything that they were the one who made it, but you were there when they made it. So you know that both of them are going to function and work properly. Which one do you think that you will take? If they say, okay, so which of these 2 phones do you take? Naturally, you will take the one that is branded Samsung. Why? Because money is value, money is expression, money is the feeling, and then money is what? The 4th one, money is identification. Money is what? Money is identification. Which means that you realize that as long as people do not see Samsung on it, they are not going to be able to identify the value and the feeling that you are trying to express by using a Samsung phone. Dr. Ayo, it's like you need to break it down. Let me break it down for you. Because, people say things like, I want to make money. People say, why am I not making money? I really want to make money. Doctor, tell me how to make money. Dr. Ayo, teach me how to make money. Dr. Ayo, I'm making money. I want to know how to make money. You see, if you don't know all of these things that money is, then how do you make it? How do you make it? How do you make something that you don't know what it is? How do you make a food if you don't know what the ingredients are? So the first thing is that money is an identification. Money is identity. Money is what? Identity. Now, good. That's the fourth one. That's the first one. If you're with me, please wave and type, what I just said. Peter, thank you. I'm seeing it. Now, I want to go to the fifth one. Money is number. Money is what? Money is number. And when I say money is number, I'm going to explain to you. Money is number in the sense that money is witness. In the sense that money is evidence. The reason why it is difficult for anybody to counterfeit this fiat money is because it is always going to be difficult for somebody to make a money that looks like this. Because if it does not look like this and if it's not like this exactly, then it is not the same. What is that? It's a function of identity. It's a function of identity. And this is the crazy thing. I want to tell you what the crazy thing is. If you could get 1 million people so that you understand that money is number, and money is evidence, and money is what was the other thing I called it? Witnesses. Thank you. Witnesses. This is what I mean. If you get 1 million people together under whatever platform and you tell them this is the money that we want to be spending, this is the money, anytime you see this money, accept it, this is the value that it makes. As long as you can make it possible for people to see it and witness it and identify it and bear it in evidence that this is what we all agreed on, then it becomes money. It becomes money, it becomes capable to store value, it becomes capable to transfer value. It's difficult to get 1 million people to agree on one thing. That's why you have government. That's why the government mandated. That's why when they are talking about money, it's not democracy. They don't come and say, oh yeah, vote. What do you want our money to look like? Do you want it? Should it be on the leg? Should it be on the leg? Well, what did you? So why not value this one carry? No, because it's difficult to get people to agree on those kind of things. So that's why government decides that, okay, so don't worry, you should not bother yourself. We have decided on your behalf that this is what you are going to be spending, and then everybody keeps spending it. I hope you are feeling it. I hope you are getting this. Okay? You're not going to find this anywhere. Now, people who want to make money must be capable of giving value. So, I have started talking about how it works. So, I've told you what money is. I've mentioned 5 things that money is. The fifth one is money is number or evidence or witness. So, I am now starting to tell you how it works. So, if you want to make money, you must be able to create value. You must be able to create value. You must be able to create or package an expression. You must be able to invest a feeling in that value and in that expression. You must be able to give it what? Value. You must be able to create value. You must be able to give an expression. You must be able to infuse a feeling into it. So, because really, if you put together 100,000 iPhone users, I bet it with you, there is a particular feeling that all of them have. That is how every one of them feels. That should tell you that it is not a mistake. It was never a mistake. It was not random. That everybody using Samsung or everybody driving Benz just feels the same way. No. Already you know that people are different. So if 1,000 different people feel the same way about one thing, you must know that it is that one thing that has that feeling. It's that one thing that is generating that feeling. And so if you create value and expression and infuse into a feeling, people have to be able to identify it. People have to be able to identify it. Which means that it must come with a proper branding and a proper, it must stand out. So you must say, okay, this is what it is. And then, what now happens is that if you create value and expression and a feeling and you have an identity, the number of people who are able to see it and accept it are what will determine just how much of the replication of it that you're going to make. So when Steve Jobs made iPhone, you didn't have to go and make J-phone, or you didn't have to go and do something else that's called phone. You just had to stay with iPhone, even if they came in series. The fifth point is that money is a number /evidence/witnesses. As many people as can witness and agree and use what you have created in the essence of value or money, that's it. That is why people have learned that they have to either render services or trade goods to be able to get value. So when you trade, for example, when you buy something and you sell, what you are doing is that you are exchanging convenience and time and effort for money. Because if I go to where you buy it also, I will be able to also buy from where you buy it, but I may not have the time, the effort and the energy or the knowledge to go all the way to come buy it there. What's my point? My point is, go and look at everybody that you know that has wealth, that is wealthy. This thing that I've told you today is what is in the core of their mind. This is how come they're making money much more than you do. They understand the ingredients in creating money, creating wealth. So once you create that thing, whatever it is that you eventually create, put all this together, people will now bring whatever you choose to accept as an exchange medium. Either they bring fiat for you, if you're accepting cryptocurrency, then bring Bitcoin for you. If you're accepting gold, they bring gold for you, so that you can also have a medium to also get other value that you could not create by yourself. Very simple. So, please, there are many more of this on NgMoneySeries.com. Please make sure that you're always reading on NgMoneySeries.com. Please follow NgMoneySeries. You can also follow me on Olu-Ayoola on Instagram, on Twitter, and all of that. But well, it's so nice being here this morning. I hope you learned one of those things. You can always trust that I'm always going to be giving you stuff that you don't just generally see online like that easily. Thank you very much. It was nice being with you guys. Peter, etc., Miriam, you guys are welcome. Thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it and I don't take it for granted.